global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today. A lot is happening in Rivers State. It looks like Fubara have decided not to talk plenty, but decided to put action to words. While, of course, the ProWike group are screaming at the top of their voice, it looks as also that despite all the court injunction and court hearing, Fubara have decided to do what exactly he intends to do for the people of Rivers State. Let's dive into the news to find out what it is. And, of course, to find out also the special warning being given to both Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Wike on the allocations of Rivers State as times are unfolding. Let's dive into the news. Before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. According to the news, the leader of the ProWike Lawmakers, which is Honorable Martin Samohile, has voiced strong opposition to Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara's intended presentation of an 800 billion naira budget to the State Assembly led by Honorable Oko Jumbo. Now, Amawele expressed concern over what he views as unprecedented and constitutionally troubling, which is a development that is taking place in Rivers State. He argued that the state stands out among Nigeria's 36 states for its pattern of public expenditure, which he claims lacked the necessary legislative endorsement. Amohile highlighted his concerns regarding Governor Fubara's approach, suggesting it reflects a disregard for constitutional protocols that govern fiscal responsibilities in the state. He described the budget presentation as a challenge to democratic norms, arguing that without legislative oversight, the state's spending lacks transparency and accountability. Amohile contended that this situation poses a risk to the integrity of Nigeria's constitutional governance. In his remarks, and I quote him, Amohile issued a direct warning to several key state officials, including permanent secretaries, the state accountant general, and the various commissioners. He cautioned that any participation in spending state funds without proper authorization from the Legislative Assembly could carry legal consequences. Now, according to Amohile, such actions will make these officials complicit in what he perceives as an unlawful use of public funds. Amohile said, and I quote him, "Some people must take the bullet for our democracy. There is nowhere in the world, and there is no state in this Federation of Nigeria, that any state government is spending without approval by the assembly. It is only happening in Rivers State, and this is the first time in the history of our country that we have a sitting governor who has no respect for the constitution. All of them, including permanent secretaries that the governor is using, the accountant general of Rivers State, all those who are claiming to be commissioners, spending taxpayers' money without approval, will all face the law. They will have a date with the law at some point in time, and we believe that they will bow to the constitution and they will bow to this state assembly." He's referring to his state assembly. Meanwhile, Jerry Omoshegunwa, special advisor on electronic media to Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State, recently addressed the political crisis between Governor Fubara and his predecessor, Nyesom Wike, despite effort at peace settlement. In a live coverage, Jerry said a peace path was organized in the presence of President Bola Tinubu to address the conflict between the two camps. He said that former Rivers State Governor Peter Odili, who read the peace path terms to the group, did not sign it because he wasn't okay with the terms. Jerry said that Governor Fubara signed the agreement with the hope that it would help bring peace. However, shortly after signing, Wike's loyalists were the first to violate the terms. In Jerry's words, let me quote him word for word. "Have you asked why Peter Odili, who was the one reading the whole statement, had to be the one who walked out and didn't sign? He didn't sign that thing that he read to people. It was an intimidation. And Fubara said, okay, fine. If it is this that will lead to peace, fine. And who was the first to violate that agreement? Why didn't the president call them to order?" My colleague is in the house. My colleague is in the house. Let's start with the issue of the 2024 budget, where Martin Amohele is literally shouting and crying now. Each time they have their parallel sitting, they keep shouting, Fubara, you will not come and present that 800 billion naira budget that you're eating taxpayers' money. You don't as if you even paid us salary safe. You're just eating taxpayers' money, nothing. And your so-called commissioners, who screen them? You did not bring them here for us to screen. Very soon, the law of the land will catch up on you and you will pay for it. And all of those people you call commissioners, even the accountant general is involved. All of the so-called, all of you, the hand of the law will catch up on you. That's literally a summary. When they had their last sitting, they were literally talking about it. They're still insisting that for Fubara, that 800 billion, in fact, he has to. It's very important to them that he has to present it in the assembly. And of course, the electronic media aides to Fubara has talked about that peace accord that even Peter Odili, the one-time governor of Rivers State, did not sign it, and he knew why. What's your take on this?
Well, the situation in Rivers State is getting interesting day after day. And unfortunately, no one can really ascertain what the future will look like. But back to the question, talking about, the fact that the legislature are getting angry and all of that. Now, first of all, we have to be very precise about what is going on. Just like it was said, one of the things that the judiciary is leveraging on is the fact that when the president made demands or put his demand before Fubara, immediately Fubara came back from that meeting. He went in and withdrew all his responses in court. They said that he would have allowed those responses to go while the so-called former ex-lawmakers refused to withdraw it. That was a pointer to the fact that they had an agenda. And that is why the agenda not working out is getting them so pain. Whether we like it or yes, one thing is certain, that those guys, if the law wants to do the right thing, those guys are illegitimate. To show you that they themselves know that they are illegitimate, why did they now file that in event of INEC trying to carry out the process of re-electing people into their vacant position, they should be stopped by the court? That alone has already sacrificed them, that they are, they were conscious of what they were doing. Right now, they are paying, considering the fact that Fubara is going on with his projects and all of that. And, just like so many other people have said, I must say that thumbs up to Fubara for refusing to lend all the parts of his predecessor, of his number one mentor, of his mentor. He has refused to lend the part. And one of those parts he has refused to lend is going after people. In other words, let me put it this way, he had decided to follow peace with all men. Just imagine if it was Wike that was on ground. Do you think all those meetings of sitting down to be talking that garbage, they will be saying it in Rivers State?
Senate.
I'm talking about the parallel. Do you think that they will be sitting down in Rivers State to say it?
There won't be a place to sit.
If someone like a former Minister of Transport, Rotimi Amechi, the whole town was uncomfortable for him that he ran for his dear life, then common ex-lawmakers, committee of friends are busy putting up issues up and down to distort the peace of that place that they sit down and do that thing. Something would have happened there. You understand? But Fubara seemed to be a very peaceful man. I must give it to him that despite all that he had learned from Wiki, he did not learn that part. You understand? He still allowed them. Every resident of Rivers State can go ahead and let the law take its full course. And I'm hopeful that at the end of the day, the law will do what will make Nigerians to look back and say, judiciary, you have gotten back the confidence of the people. Because unfortunately, whatever they're going to do, if at the end of the day they please some few people, that will continually erode the respect that Nigerians have for them.
All right, that's going to wrap it up.